Would you like to become a fascinating personality, break free from plateaus, and gain power over your mental resources and your full potential? You came to the right place. Welcome to a magical journey to yourself. This show is made in Germany. If you like the show, please subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or puremindmagic.club. Welcome to Season 1, Shaping Your Reality. And here is your host, international magician, speaker, and book author, Victoria Mavis.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's December 5th, and thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Pure Mind Magic podcast and the Christmas special 24 shows in 24 days. So we hit number 5, and because it's Wednesday, I will continue with the midweek motivation. Today with the topic, how to survive 3 days without your smartphone. So you will get some insights in a few moments. And before we start, as always, here is the gift tip of today. Today, it's a digital product from my admired mentor, Ron G. Holland. And the thing is, you don't need a mentor, but if you would like to get there faster, to your destination, to your goal, then you should get a mentor. And I know a couple of very successful people who actually do have mentors or coaches in different areas of their lives, myself included, because when you get the advice from real experts, it saves you so much time and also money. So still to this day, it is the best advice to really get a mentor. And in case you are a coach, mentor, or consultant yourself, it is even more important that you have your mentor as well, helping you along the way and helping you to improve your skill set and your business. So, Ron G. Holland lectured for so many years, and he created now an amazing video course that includes all his knowledge in several bits and bytes, because he is the expert when it comes to mind power work, meaning how your mind and your thoughts create your reality. And with that, Ron became what they call the millionaire maker, because he helped so many people become a millionaire with his amazing contacts and just with his knowledge. And how he describes it always so nice is putting out the right vibes. So Ron is a serial author and created also a lot of audiobooks, and he always taught me that it is so important already when you are writing or recording that you put out the right vibes to attract the right clients, people, circumstances, experiences, and whatever into your life to help your business. So this is a short overview about Ron. It's really tough to describe what he's doing in words. He's really an expert when it comes to explaining how our brain works, especially with the left and right brain hemisphere and the RAS, to switch your perception of the world and see new chances. And he's telling some amazing stories. So I think you got an idea already, but I will put a link in the show notes to this digital product. It is called the $1 Million Payday, and it's really about how you create your own $1 million payday. And in case you're not so much interested in money, what is just another form of energy, of course from this course you will learn other things to improve your life, for example your social life and private life when you get to know yourself better. So check it out. When you click on the link, there is a page that explains everything in detail. There are a lot of bonuses to it, and you can start right away and get access directly. So let's talk a little bit about today's topic, the how to survive 3 days without your smartphone. And I know all my listeners are smart, so you can guess why I picked this topic. Exactly because I lost my smartphone. So it got stolen while I was out shooting at night. And I don't know, it just happened in an instant. And, magicians are masters of distractions. And I'm normally very good at that. And it was actually the first time in my life that something was stolen from me while I was even working. So while shooting this film outside at night, it happened. And I decided to get not too mad and waste too much energy about it. So I just went home and called the number to block the SIM card to be sure that no one was doing anything bad with all my data, my information, because the phone was still switched on and I just had a pattern to unlock the screen. So yeah, that was it. And then I decided, okay, I have to move on. I did everything that was necessary. I changed all my passwords I had on all my accounts and thought, okay, I leave it with that. And I just focus on how to get a new phone and get a new SIM card. So, but of course, it took some time and it was also dealing with insurance. So it was about a period of 3 days where I was actually completely without my smartphone. And I'm pretty sure you are like me, so you're using your smartphone not only to send WhatsApp messages and check Facebook, but you are actually using your smartphone for your business and, of course, to listen to podcasts. So it was really tough for me. And I found out in this period that it really required me to think different. Because we all know it is very convenient that we have our smartphone and our smartphone knows every answer to every question and it knows all directions to wherever we would like to go. And we can contact the whole world in seconds. Doesn't matter where we are. As far as we have a connection to the internet. So I started to rethink and use my brain in a different way because I had to think way more to make connections and finding things out, and I had to schedule things differently. I didn't have a digital calendar, obviously, so a lot of tough challenges there. And I also thought, and this is one of my big tips for you today, that it is really good to know the most important numbers of the most important people in your life by heart. So, for example, I know the phone number from my father by heart, so I can call him wherever I am. And I decided to learn a few more numbers by heart that I just know them no matter what, so that I don't need any internet connection or anything at all. I just can go somewhere where there's a telephone, even an old-fashioned telephone, and call the number. So that is a good feeling, and that is my tip for you today. Pick a number that is really important and just learn it. Or write it down on a paper, but it is even better to save it in your mind because there it is really secured. And I think I'm gonna do another episode soon about mnemotechniques, so you will learn a system how you can pretty easily memorize numbers, building a story around it. So this is also something magicians use, and it's really helpful for learning whatever you have to learn. Also, another component I found interesting is without a smartphone, you really have to trust other people. So I had a meeting with an event manager and we set that up outside the city. And the coffee shop I picked was closed. So I arrived there and I had no chance at all to shoot her a message that we have to change our meeting point. So I just trusted that she would show up and I could tell her that we have to rearrange the meeting and just find another coffee shop. So I trusted, and she came, and I said, okay, this is the wrong place. This coffee shop is closed. And I just passed on the way another coffee shop. Let's go there. So, of course, I didn't have the opportunity to go into my smartphone and look at TripAdvisor or something similar, the Google Maps, to see what other coffee shop would be around. So I just remembered that while I was driving, there was another coffee shop on the side, and I suggested that one to her, and she said, just a good idea, and we went over there and had actually a really good event meeting there talking about magic shows. So it worked, but I had to trust the process and trust another person. I didn't know so far. So in this case, you are also forced to disconnect. I mentioned that in earlier episodes as well, that it is so important from time to time to disconnect and really unplug from all the technical devices and support we have to reconnect with ourselves and our inner game and our inner world again, to really find out what we actually want and where we would like to go. As I always say, we spend too much time reacting to everything that's happening and very less time about really designing in our mind what we would like to have and what we would like to happen. So with this being disconnected or forced to be disconnected, I really thought a lot of things through, even about the podcast and potential new mentors and how I can help other people perform better on podcasts. And of course, I took everything with pen and paper down because there was no recording or other help. I had to sit down with pen and paper and get my notes done. That was really a good experience again. And I remember when I wrote my first book. So I went to Spain for that and I completely disconnected for a week. And I got 70% done in this week, just being disconnected and out of my normal environment. So it is really powerful. And even when it sounds silly, but it is almost magical what happens when you disconnect and you are in another environment. And this is, I think, a reason why these retreats become more and more popular, because people need to disconnect in order to prevent them from burning out with everything we have on our plate nowadays. So keep that in mind, and maybe you do it before you lose your smartphone, just disconnecting from it. And even when it's just for 1 hour, it will make a difference. And I also found out that people who really value you will find another way to contact you. So interestingly, I got a lot of messages, emails on my computer, even from business clients trying to reach me, because when you block your SIM card, it's like when people calling you, it tells the caller that the number is not available. And this can be really strange. So, but I had those people, those clients who are working with me to do better podcast performances and improve their mindset. They were reaching out by email, and then of course I explained why they couldn't reach me via my normal phone. And also people from my private life that are important to me, from my friends, was interesting because they also contact me via email. So there was a solution to this problem as well. Also, what is pretty obvious, that there are less distractions when you don't have your smartphone. So you're forced to be in the moment wherever you are. meaning there's no social media, there's no music, and unfortunately, no podcasts. So you have to be present when you have conversation. You have to be really in the moment and also take notes on your paper. This can be, of course, helpful when you do some business things, when you work on a new concept, because you don't have all this distractions, so you are more focused. I was talking about that in the last midweek motivation, why you can be fooled by a magician. So if you like, you can check that out. There I talked a little bit more about distractions and how to avoid them and how powerful they are in preventing us from reaching our goals. So it is like you have to picture everything in your mind. And you don't have your smartphone, and go through it, and as mentioned before, have to take notes. And my final conclusion about losing the smartphone and coping with this situation is, in the end, you still survive, because there were times where no one had a smartphone and the world still moved on. I say it is a challenge nowadays to be without the smartphone, but you will survive. So let me know in case something similar happened to you, and how did you cope with the situation being without a smartphone? Who helped you? Where did you get your new smartphone from? Just let me know. You can shoot an email over to puremindmagic@gmail.com. That is puremindmagic@gmail.com. Or here on Podbean, you can leave directly a comment below this episode. So you let me know and I will answer you back. And I'm really happy now I have a brand new smartphone, and it's the perfect fit for Goldmine podcasting, my brand around podcasting, because it is completely gold. So I do have a gold smartphone now that is actually working. So I got all the apps up again and everything. Everyone can reach me, you as well. And if you like, check out goldminepodcasting.com. There's some more information if you would like to learn more about podcasting. So I'm sure you remember my gift tip of today from my mentor Ron G. Holland, the $1 Million PAYDAY, the video course. You can get online access directly, and the link is in the show notes. Maybe this is a good idea to send it to someone as a gift, or it can be also a gift for yourself, of course. And tomorrow, kind of a special day, December 6th, I also have chosen to bring you a special episode with a special guest. And talking about mentors and coaches in the beginning, she is one who I am working with and work with, and she caused some major changes in my life. It was really incredible what she found in my past and all the things that happened since we had just like 2 sessions. And I always say to her that it is kind of difficult to describe in words what she's doing there. So it's all about transformation, and she's really focused on helping CEOs to break through plateaus and get on a new level. And she's based in Dubai. She's German actually, but living and working in Dubai and coaching clients from Dubai around the world. And it's really rapid. So in case you're like me and looking for a rapid solution, this is the right fit for you. Her name is Silk Celia, and you will listen to the interview with her tomorrow and learn about transformation, about getting rid of blocks from your past and everything that might prevent you from living the real success you desire, and also why maybe the same type of person keeps repeating to show up in your life and also prevent you from getting where you really would like to go. So this is the episode for tomorrow. You won't miss that. I promise it will be a lot of value. I think that's all for today. Happy when you reach out. So talk to you tomorrow. Until next time, create some magic.